again from Minowa. Maybe the final power salvo of this round. Left hook, telegraphed it. Ambriz has done nothing since they returned to their feet. End of the first round. I've got to give credit where it's due, though. I didn't think, Frank, and I know you didn't think that Jimmy Ambriz would go a 10-minute first round.
No, I didn't think so at all. I thought for sure this would be done underneath 4 minutes. But he used a lot of energy every time that he got Minowa man up under his feet. He got him back down again by a side suit play, picked him right up, put him down. But then as we got later in the round, Minowa started winning the striking battle because Jimmy stopped being aggressive. When you get tired, you have to stop being so aggressive. And obviously, Ambriz used a lot of energy when he was on the ground earlier, trying to keep Minowa man underneath him, and that just tired him out.
Hope you're enjoying this, folks, wherever you're watching the action right around the world. A big hello to Michael Harmeyer in Iowa City. He's got his Minowa man t-shirt on, and I'm sure he's enjoying this ride from the 2009 Super Hulk champion. Jimmy Ambriz is still here. 5 minutes remaining. You've got to wonder what Ambriz has left in reserve. He's chosen to sit down between rounds. Minowa man has chosen to stand. Is that indicative of anything here, Frank?
No, not really. I've been completely exhausted in between rounds. Just stood up and been completely fine and sat down and done the reverse on both. It just kind of depends on your training style, on what you want to do in between rounds. And really, if Ambriz wants to sit, he's okay to sit. But he looks so tired at the end of the first. I don't think he's going to have enough time to recover, regardless of whether he's standing or sitting.
Who's winning this fight, Frank?
I have to give right now to Ambriz. He won most of the round, even though the end, the last 2 minutes, last 3 minutes with the Minowa man. But it's a 10-minute round, so 7 minutes of it went to Ambriz. You have to give Ambriz the first round.
Jimmy Ambriz, dominance on the ground early on. Minowa man, dominance in the striking. How are you scoring it wherever you're watching? Second round now, 5 minutes remaining. Minowa man again faking the shot. So too does Ambriz. Ambriz in southpaw stance. Looping left hand from Minowa. Ambriz circling the wrong way. He's circling into the right hand of Minowa. You've got to go the other way, Big Jimmy. You're asking for trouble. You're asking for that right hand. You're almost inviting it from Minowa man. And of course, Minowa wants to throw that right. It's public enemy number one of a southpaw fighter, the right hand down the center corridor. Left hook, overhand right from Minowa, nothing connecting cleanly. Ambriz needs to get this one back down to the ground. He needs to get the top position on Minowa, or Minowa's just going to keep on moving around the ring and picking him off. Now Jimmy locks him up. High knee from Ambriz, tucked it under the armpit.
But even there, you saw that Ambriz, he took a half a step in, did a quick half jab, half a step in, and tied him up, but he didn't pressure him. He didn't push Minowa man against the ropes and really force him to fight. He was just kind of content to hold him.
There's the overhand right again. Oh, the big kibosh! Minowa man caught him with that second right hand, and Ambriz backs him into the red corner. He's trying to take the legs out from under him and put Minowa on his back. Can he get the Super Hulk champion down? Yes, and Ambriz on top. This is where Big Jimmy wants to be. Minowa momentarily looked to lock up that left arm, Frank, just couldn't get it on. He's going for it again, but the arm a little bit too powerful of Jimmy Ambriz.
Good job by Ambriz. He almost had a full mount right when he took him down. He passed his guard. He's now stuck in half guard, but he was almost getting ready to go to full mount in the middle of it. And you can see he's got a little bit of blood coming out of his nose, so obviously one of those right hands connected with Ambriz's nose.
The referee will pull them away from the ropes here. Ambriz looking the far more impressive in the top position on the ground. It's where the big man wants to be. As the referee just wipes off a bit of that blood. What an entertaining contest to kick off the Dream 2010 season here. Jimmy Ambriz inside the half guard of Minowa man. Minowa man pulling down Jimmy towards his chest to not let the big man posture up and work some ground and pound. Ambriz forearm across the chin. Now loops it around the back of the head. Wants to get that arm free, and he mounts him for the first time in the fight. Nice work from Jimmy Ambriz. Takes the back of Minowa man. Oh, Minowa man reverses him. Inside the half guard of Ambriz. Minowa man top position for the first time here tonight. That was nice, Frank.
Yeah, both guys worked really tough to get to these positions. Yeah, Ambriz did a good job of pushing the knee, trying to go to full mount, but then didn't keep heavy hips. So the moment his hips came up a little bit, but man reversed on top. Now he's in all the way past, or looks to me he's in a half guard right now, and in a position now to finally kind of steal his fight back.
Now the chance go up for Minowa. He's going after the leg. He's going for the heel hook. Minowa man, he's tapped him. It's the no-no read. He's done it. He has done it. It took him a little longer than we expected. But Minowa man only needed the slightest of openings. Oh, Frank, that was epic.
Wow, I mean, I have to give a lot more credit to Jimmy Ambriz. I think he's going to do as well as he did tonight, especially against a guy like Minowa man. He did a great job in the first round. Spent a little more time on his cardio. He'd actually probably would have been able to win this fight by keeping Minowa man in a position where he was on top of him the whole time, laying on him. We saw him, even though he was exhausted, he passed the guard to get on top of him, but made that mistake of light hips and got rolled over, and then obviously now he's having to tap out to the far side heel hook.
I got to agree with you, Frank. I take my hat off to Jimmy Ambriz if I was wearing a hat. I didn't expect him to go midway into the second round with Minowa man. But this is just a sign of the slight openings that Minowa operates his genius within. He saw one shot to lock up that right, and he took him out.
He does a good job of getting right to it, switches, you know, he totally commits. A lot of guys, when they go for their submissions, they don't totally commit. He totally commits to that leg, even though it's a bigger, stronger. He's been stopped 3 or 4 different times, rolling for the knee bar throughout the fight. He totally commits to that toe hold, and when he gets a hold of it, he cranks as hard as he can to make sure he gets the full tap out.
That is now 29 submission wins in the career of Minowa man. 13 of those wins have come either via heel hook or toe hold. It is an amazing statistic.
He does a great job with it. He knows, obviously, you know when you fight him, he knows what he's going for. You know where he's going. But the question is, can you stop him and try to keep him off it?
The admiring females here, they love themselves a bit of Minowa man. Here come the fist pumps. The greatest entertainer in all the world of mixed martial arts, Minowa man. There is no one quite like him. He thrilled us and captured our imaginations last year in his amazing run to win the Super Hulk tournament. And that run continues in his debut fight of 2010. Fist pumps all over the Yokohama Arena. They are giving it up for a gentleman, for a superb athlete, for Ikuhisa Minowa, the Minowa man.
Well, he makes the cast from Jersey Shore excited by doing that fist pumping.
And folks, when we return to the Yokohama Arena, more action coming up. It'll be Katsunori Kikuno and Kuniyoshi Hironaka. Welcome back from the Yokohama Arena in Japan. Dream 13 is alive and happening as Minowa man finally makes his way back to the dressing room. He has been giving the crowd what they want. Another win, another submission on the record of the Super Hulk champion.